Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't know, man. This oh gosh. Man, I tried to use the YouTube app. Apparently StreamYard is blocking my audio, so I have to use this damn. Okay, so let me go. I can hear you now. Okay, thanks, Kelly Ray. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah. So just real quick summary what happened here today in Georgia. Um what happened here in Georgia today, you had a motion. Fani Willis tried to block a subpoena from uh, Ashley Merchant, who is Mark Roman's attorney. Mark Roman is one of Trump's co-defendants. So yeah, the judge did a very good job. I think there were five different people trying to push back on the five different people trying to push back on the subpoena. Judge was like, "Nah, we're not gonna squash nothing." Judge wants to hear this, and basically, this is basically a case to dismiss it. And so, yeah, the judge was saying, "Yeah, we want to hear it because this is a very serious matter, and yeah, this could pretty much disqualify Fani Willis. Not disqualify the case, but it could definitely disqualify Fani Willis and her whole office, meaning Nathan Wade, Fani Willis, and the DA's office all together. So um, when they get disqualified, they're going to have to transfer it over to a whole nother jurisdiction, a whole nother county, a whole nother, and that's going to take time. And pretty much that destroys the whole case. That's going to pretty much destroy the whole case because, as we know, Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, it sounds about right to me. Yeah, because um, she was trying, just like Jack Smith, trying to block, trying tooth and nail, trying to block, trying to quash the subpoena. Like they did not want to go before the divorce case, and now they was trying to block going before Judge McAfee. Judge McAfee's like, no, we want to hear what's going on. We want to hear what's going on with this case. So that right there, every single motion to quash the subpoena today was denied. About five different people, five different angles was trying to squash it. No, it was a no-go. What did Kelly Ray say? Thank you, Fani and Wade, stupid fucks. That's right. That's right. They are some stupid fucks. They are dumb as shit, but it works in Trump's favor. I mean, it was stupid going after Trump in the first place. Like, if you guys ever heard of WikiLeaks of Julian Assange, like Julian Assange said, there's no dirt on Trump. There's absolutely zero on Trump. Okay. Then we have this whole Epstein thing. They tie Trump to that. That was of no avail. Like, no, the people are not going for it. You're not going to convict Trump of nothing. He's going to win the presidency, and this thing backfired. So let's see. I'm going to hit the link for a second, Black. Okay, good. Okay, come on through, Kelly. Yeah, because I got some more news too. So not only did the motions were denied that they were trying to block being subpoenaed, so the judge he's going to want to see everybody that Ashley Wade is subpoenaed. They're going to have to show up and testify. That's number one. What's really juicy about this is that number two, you have whistleblowers who are currently, let me repeat that. You have whistleblowers that are currently, let me say that again, that are currently in Fani Willis's offices. This is not counting the one who got fired. Now we know about the one who got fired, Miss Timpson. I think it was Miss Timpson got fired. But we have another. What's going on, Kelly?
Hey, what's going on? I'm just listening.
Oh man, a lot of stuff happened today. A lot of more stuff is coming. You know they're playing with Fani Willis. They're trying to get her to come clean.
I mean, why not? Why not just own up to what you did or step aside? Didn't they give her that option that
Well,
she could just bow out?
um, well, she did admit to the affair, but as far as bowing out, she's saying that it has nothing to do with the case. So Ashley Merchant, who's the lawyer for Michael Roman, is like, okay, we got a whole bunch. We can prove our case now, and so she risks. Well, so I guess they're just going to have to force, disqualify her. The judge is going to have to force disqualify her. It looks like that's going to have to be the case.
I mean, I don't really care about ethical in my mind. I don't care about quote unquote ethics in that regard. But
Okay.
cuz I mean, truthfully, like I don't care about Stormy Daniels. If it happened, it
Oh, right,
happened.
right.
I don't give
Yeah,
a shit,
right. Yeah.
ethical or not, you know. Um but the money I do care about.
There
That's
you
what I
go.
care about.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. That's
And
where.
anybody that um sets out on a premise that they want to get one in particular person, that's fucked up to me.
Right.
Like if they didn't do something to you personally, why would you have that much animosity?
Right. Right. Well, again, that's why they want to. That's why Fannie Willis is trying to block all the evidence because they want to open up the evidence and ties. That's why. And I forgot to mention this, Kelly. The U.S. Marshals served her a subpoena also because of Jim Jordan wants to know what kind of conversation did you have with the White House. So
Oh
that's going
yeah,
to prove, yeah,
yeah. She's gonna be singing fucking Mary J. Blige, "I'm Going Down."
for sure, for sure, right? Because and then and it's funny how all this is happening because now all of a sudden Biden don't know where he is, don't know where he's at, and he's having these like I don't know. And I'm not this, you know what? I'm not a doctor, so I'm not gonna say if he's faking or if it's real at this point because I don't know, Kelly. I don't know if he's faking or if it's real. But his dementia, they're saying that they can't bring charges against him because of his mental state. So like, okay. Well, then he needs to be gone as president. However, I don't want Kamala coming over. So it's like, damn. So I think whoever voted for Biden, they need to swallow that pill for the next 9 months and realize what they voted for. And so that they'll come to their senses and vote for Trump. Even though you still got people, you
They
still
hate him and don't even know why.
don't even
They
know why.
they don't know why. They
Mhm.
believe everything they see in the media, whereas a lot of us have watched plenty of different documentaries, interviews, everything under the sun,
Right,
and but we're called crazy because we actually watch all the sources.
right.
And what part of like today we were looking through this bill that the Senate was HR, I think 815.
Uh
It's
huh.
about 370 pages, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And reports had came out that something about Trump could potentially be impeached if he tried to mess with the money allocated to Ukraine, anywhere,
Oh wow.
Israel, anything. So we're like taking time combing this bill, which is a hideous task. I
Yeah.
don't know who writes these bills, but man. But
Na-
anyway, out
Nancy
of the
Pelosi.
100, maybe 150 tops pages we combed, we couldn't find it, right?
Right.
So I even called my local reps, like, what the hell are y'all doing? It's called the Veterans Act bill. But
Yeah.
there's many other things in this bill. I think it was like how much? 375. I don't know if it was million or billion. Billion. Was it
Hmm.
billion? Some crazy number. You know, uh oh no, I'm sorry. 375 million to Ukraine
Wow.
And that's to help with many different things, Middle East support. I didn't even realize that we let parolees in this country.
Yeah, yeah. They well, like Trump was saying every time, like, yeah, they're letting people out of their prisons. They not letting upstanding citizens. They emptying out their prisons. They're insane asylums, and you got terrorists coming across the border. I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
Well, and not only that, I kind of cringe when I saw Trump on the stage talking about China and their drug, how they handle drug dealers,
Oh
right?
yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, because he did the First Step Act, which let a lot of drug dealers out, right?
Right.
Which were sentenced to crazy amounts of time. But
Yeah.
what is happening, and see, I know how to interpret what he's saying. A lot of white people and people in general are losing their children to fentanyl, right?
Oh yeah, big
And it's
time.
a big problem.
Yeah.
They have something called every 11 seconds. It's a website. People hashtag it, and it's real.
Yeah.
Every 11 seconds somebody is dying. So we have to do something. And it's the Chinese doing that. Um,
Yeah.
Me and my kid were talking about it, and it's like, wait a minute. Why would the cartel want to kill off their potential
Clients. Right.
customers? Yeah, yeah.
That's
Like,
right. Yeah. That's right.
it's this fucking Chinese doing this bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And the average drug dealer isn't typically one, I don't think, wanting to gamble with that, right?
Okay.
Because if you get caught with fentanyl here, you're banked. Like,
Yeah.
it's over. So
Absolutely.
I get that. Yeah, some do it. They probably cut it and do different things, but that's what he was referencing. But if you don't give context, people will think, oh shit, if I get caught with marijuana, I'm out of there.
Right.
So I hate when he does that. I really do. Like, you have to expound and be very clear on what you're saying when you throw something like that out there. You know,
Right. Right.
I'm not so biased that I can't see certain things as being like, come on, Trump. Like, when he was at the South Carolina rally, right?
Yeah.
He said, we don't want to go after Biden. You heard that crowd got quiet than a motherfucker. Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
But,
they did.
I mean, truthfully, the man is old. Somebody's dictating to him what to do.
Right.
He's all over the place. Do I want the old man in jail? Not really. But they play so dirty. You know what I mean? Like, they just want Trump jail, Trump jail. It's
Right.
like, how else do you handle him? If you're going to put him in jail, okay, then we're coming for every other president's head.
Right.
Because if
Right.
he can't have immunity, why the hell can they?
Right. Right. That's why, but I think Trump knows that, and we know that we know at this point, but we already know that Biden is not in charge. It's
Right.
people behind the scenes that's doing this. So I get why Trump would say that,
And he's a fair guy, right? Like, I
yeah,
saw a short the other day with Judge Joe Brown. I'd never seen it before. And I didn't even know this, but he was saying, like, in the 80s and 90s, when, like, I guess it was some black people that couldn't get loans, entrepreneurs, and Trump helped them out, right?
yeah,
See,
uh-huh.
Trump doesn't brag on these things. So how would the average person know
Right,
unless you go looking for it? Like, I didn't even know about that, right?
right.
But they still equate Trump racist. How?
Oh, yeah, that's so yeah, that's so yeah, that's I at this point I just ignore. I mean, I don't even give it energy at this point because it's like Trump is so far ahead. You got so many women now that are on the Trump train. I mean, when I'm talking like especially here in the South, like the churches here, they're waking up quick. They're waking up real quick, man. They're like, yo, Trump is a good man. This is the word. This is the word. And so, as
Blackson, are
far
you going to consider any type of campaigning? Because I know me and Mo will do it when it gets a little bit closer. You know what I mean? Not
yeah, yeah,
necessarily like stomping the ground with signs, but I'm saying like outreach, right?
Yeah.
Talking to people and, seeing where they're at. I was just curious if you do that at all in your area, but you're in a highly red area, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm yeah. The area that I'm in, like I said, I'm in Stone Mountain. The
Okay.
county, yeah, that where the county that Fannie Willis is downtown. That's downtown. So that little section right there, but people in downtown are starting to catch on. Ooh, excuse me, catch on to a lot of the BS that's going on.
So, does the Appalachian run by you at all?
The um the Appalachia is maybe it's about 4 hours from me.
I always put an N on it. I don't know why. It's about four
Okay.
hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
about 4 hours. Yeah. If I go straight up 85 north, yeah, I'll hit it. In fact, I'll hit Tennessee. So yeah, about 4 hours away.
Okay. I was
Uh-huh.
curious. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I've heard of
mhm,
Stone Mountain though.
yeah,
DeKalb County,
yeah,
Fulton County, a few counties in that area. But see
yeah.
here, it's highly blue. So
Right,
I'm
right.
always trying to like tweet, email when I think of it, or on True Social, because I want Trump not only here, but I want him in Chicago too. You know?
Well, Kelly, now that not only with the Fannie Willis case, because she gonna be tied up. This is like this whole new thing is tied up. This whole evidentiary thing, this is gonna go on for months. So that's not gonna tie up Trump. And then um, as far as like the immunity thing, that's going to go to the Supreme Court. So Trump is going to have time to campaign. Again, the people in Chicago want Trump to come. So
Right, right.
I don't know what Trump's going to do about Chicago, but Chicago need to be first on his list. Like I said, he could flip Cook County because Cook County is the only blue county in Chicago, Illinois, I believe. When I looked at a map, it was few blue counties, but it mostly was red. And if you can take Cook County, that's it.
Well, there ain't no hope for Dane County here. That's gonna stay blue, and I wouldn't waste my time. But
Okay.
I will in Milwaukee County because it's worth it to me, and I know a lot of people are on the fence. So why not? And
Okay.
he mentioned something about coming to our state fair, right? And that's about
Right.
7 minutes from here. But the state fair is expensive. It's not cheap.
Okay.
So I mean, you got to pay to get in.
Yeah.
Um, I think you got to pay to park, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Um, so I kind of don't like that idea
Right.
because people have to pay, and that's. But whatever. I mean, if he's here, he's here. I hope that he would take, a little bit of time out, go right to the place Biden went to. In my
Right.
mind, I'm like, go right to that. What is the name of that place? I'm forgetting. Not the Black Caucus, the Black something it is, like the business place. It's not very big. Like if
Okay.
Biden stopped there, you stop there too. You
Right.
know?
Right.
Because those are gonna be the people you really want to talk to. And
Yeah.
like today, I called Gwen Moore's office, which is like the rep here, and she's Democrat. Clearly, it's probably about a middle-aged black woman. They actually answered the phone. You can't get nobody to answer Ron Johnson and Tammy Baldwin, but that's obvious. Got to leave a message.
Right.
But it's just interesting with these bills how they squeeze a veterans relief bill, but they got everything under the sun in there too.
Right.
You would think it would just focus on that, but no, there's 200,000 other things in there.
Right. Yeah, that's how they always try to squeeze other stuff that like I said, like the Ukraine thing. I mean, hell, Tucker called to interview Putin the other day. Putin has said he's still willing to sign a peace deal. Like he's
See,
still
yeah.
ready. Yeah, like I don't know. I watched it twice, that thing, man, and I'm like, yo, like what's the hold up?
And I mean, almost like $3 billion for refugees, and that's like, I
Yeah,
think it's like nonprofit. It includes a lot of different things, you know.
right.
And that's not the only thing they're getting. It's crazy, man.
It
And
is.
even with Biden, Ultra Mega said, you know, we all know how he got immunity for having classified documents as a senator.
Right.
You know, it's like rules for thee, but not for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
What makes Trump the bad guy? Every damn president has done this. It ain't new.
Because Trump don't want to play ball with them. Because number one, Trump don't want to go to war with nobody. You got to
Why would
understand that
you?
because war is money. The military industrial complex makes billions of dollars, and they make not only do they make billions of dollars destroying cities, they make billion. They have contractors come in rebuild what they destroyed. So that's $1 billion on the front end when you destroy
Yeah,
it, and $1 billion. So you get $1 billion for demolishing shit and $1 billion for construction. See, it's a demolition construction. Yeah,
but
that's
I'm looking from a morality standpoint. Like, why would you want innocent people to die? That doesn't make sense to me. You know, like, what does he keep saying? Peace through strength.
it's peace through strength, right? Right.
And
They're not thinking about the people. They thinking about them contracts. Like I said, you get contracts from the both end, demolition and construction. So what do they care about people dying? They don't care about people dying. Hell, they don't even care about the people dying from fentanyl coming across the border. So I mean, what do they care about somebody way overseas? Like you said, people are dying from fentanyl. Like it's like in mass numbers
yeah,
because of our open borders. That's just what I'm saying. Come on now, that's so dumb.
I mean, it's cheap, it's easy accessible, right?
Yeah,
Um, so I don't. I mean, I don't know exactly how all that works, right? Because I've never dealt with it. You know, that's kind of a newer thing.
yeah.
Back in my day, it was more of coke.
The powder, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Wasn't no such thing as fentanyl. I mean, yeah, we had
yeah.
crank and we had PCP and all that, but yeah, fentanyl is new. Yeah, it's a new thing.
I mean, you could get maybe some oxycodones or hydrocodone, but
Right.
fentanyl, yeah, that's really new. And for
Yeah,
me, I don't know any too much about it. I just know that shit will kill you.
it'll kill you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just if they say the police have to carry 2 EpiPens because even if they pull somebody over and they open up the damn just the
Yep.
but it can kill you. Yeah, that's how strong that shit is.
I
So,
guess they had a cop out in California die like that.
yeah,
So yeah, you have to be really, really careful when handling that. And a lot of people, um, I shouldn't say a lot, but like back in the day, people that I know that affiliated themselves around heroin,
yeah.
even if they were like using gloves or whatever, they ended up being addicts later in life.
Oh damn! Just because of
From
the
yeah,
atmosphere. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. Yeah, it's
and you're
strong, man.
basically by proxy ingesting it, even if you're using gloves, right?
Right. Damn,
I yeah, that's kind of messed up.
it
So
is messed up. So it goes through the glove.
I don't know if it goes to the glove, but I think it probably doesn't happen to everybody. But I just know a few people that dabbled in it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
When we were younger, and then now later in life, they end up being users, right?
Oh, okay. Got
So I don't really know how that works. It could be bad karma too. You never know, right?
yeah. Well, if you dabble, yeah, that's all it takes is just a little bit because you get so high, your body's not used to it. So yeah, if you dabble, and then
Well, I didn't really mean using it. I'm just saying like dealing with it, right? Like
right.
they
Oh,
like
that's what you mean by karma. Okay, I got what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't really know, but yeah, for sure that stuff is super dangerous.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Another thing that's happening here in Georgia, I don't know if you heard there are several whistleblowers in Fani Willis's office that are going to
Yep.
testify tomorrow before the Georgia Senate.
She's cooked.
I,
I don't even know why she wants. I mean, I get it. You don't want to lose your position, right?
And she's
But
going to lose the position.
she's
Yeah.
gonna. I don't know why she's dragging her feet. Like they're gonna give her special treatment. You know, she might get a little bit of it because she's a woman, right? She.
No. Our history here in Georgia, nobody, especially black women, they don't know that. Since I
Well,
moved to
what about them
Georgia,
two chicks that got all that money?
which
I
one?
mean, the two chicks that got that money from well, I don't know if they ever get it from Giuliani for being, because they got accused of doing something that they clearly probably participated in.
Oh, I was speaking more or less these women in these governmental positions that are
Oh,
corrupt.
okay.
Yeah, like I've been seeing since I came to Georgia, people getting popped left and right because of corruption. So yeah, this in Georgia. In fact, I want to say Georgia is the most corrupt state in the United States. I stand on that because what I've seen here in Georgia, I don't think any other state, and I've been to a lot of states, don't compare to the corruption I've seen just from the time that I've got here in 1995 up until now. I've seen all kind of corruptions, man. And we had in here in DeKalb County, we had a damn two sheriffs running, and because the other one was losing, he shot and killed the other one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then I remember I went to Lithonia and I met the mayor and then the city council booed her out. Oh, it's all kind of shit in Georgia, man. Georgia is just so yeah. This whole thing with Fani Willis, yeah, I already know where this is going. That's why I kind of looked at him. But MD admitted, yeah, she's toast. Even MD had to admit it. So yeah, because MD will push back, but even he was like, I don't even want to talk about Fani Willis because he know it's over for her. So yeah, but
He's
why
so
she thought she,
funny. He's so funny. He wants to give us all the pushback
right,
in the
right,
world.
yep, yeah,
But
and
I
I
get it.
yeah, I get it, but at the same time, I don't get it. Like, if you go after Trump, you got to be squeaky clean. You're talking about the president of the United States.
And
Like,
somebody, here's the thing though, it's like tentacles, right? There's
hmm
going to be somebody somewhere that is going to be able to manipulate or somehow squeeze their way into your camp. And
oh yeah,
if you're not doing everything on the up and up, they're going to get you.
right, right,
You
exactly.
know?
And but she wasn't doing stuff on the up and up even before the whole Trump thing, the indictment. Man, she was like I said, the guy she replaced, Paul Howard, he was corrupt. Now I will say that yeah, Fanning was right about him, but she turned around and do the same thing she accused him of, having
Yep.
sex with your employees, embezzling the money. It's like if you don't do that, you're not a DA. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't know if you heard the recording of the one Amanda Timpson who went to her and said, "Look, they're handling the federal funds wrong." And Fannie Willis fired her.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't hear that recording, but
oh wow.
she should be able to get her position back if that's the case. If she went
Well,
to her.
well, she's testifying. She's one of the witnesses that's going to testify before Congress
Well, I
and the
hope
Georgia Senate.
I mean, hopefully, she'll be able to work her way back in if she was trying to be, upfront, right, and forthcoming.
Well, hopefully they'll disbar Fannie Willis first of all because of ethics violation. Now I know a lot of people don't care about ethics, but here in Georgia, that'll get you disbarred.
Yeah, yeah,
There's certain things you just cannot do. You cannot date, prosecute other prosecutors. You just can't do that. That goes against the ethics. So that's a whole different set of rules, and that's what I was trying to explain to MD. Judges and lawyers are mad as hell at Fannie Willis right now because even just, 'cause now that she admitted she dated, they don't like that shit.
well,
They don't like it.
it's a bad look. Okay, not
Right.
only were you sleeping with your employee, you were sleeping with a married man at one point.
Exactly.
In the South, I think they take that a little bit more serious than we
Yeah.
do up north. You
Yeah.
know,
That's right. That's right.
like for me, I'm not going to be sleeping with a married man, right?
Right.
But I'm just saying, people don't always look at it like that, or we wouldn't have, all the things we do have that's accessible. You know,
Right. Hmm.
I mean, how many times do people, quote unquote, celebrities get caught up, banging different people? It happens pretty frequent.
Right. But the thing again that makes it really, really look bad is the accusation. And like I said, even if they're not, let's just say they innocent of the embezzlement, it just doesn't look right. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
now the judge made a point. He said, well, Fanny technically can hire him even with no prior experience. So, you know what I'm saying? But Mr. Roman has a case as far as like the funds. And so, yeah, not only is that going to come out when they have the evidentiary hearing to make motion to disqualify Fanny, but they're going to bring it out before the Senate and they're going to bring it out with Jim Jordan. And, and I know you don't like old girl Marjorie Taylor Greene. She got some filings against it. So, yeah, they're gonna stay on it, man. They're gonna put so much pressure, man. I don't know why Fanny's not damn stepping down. I do not know why she's not stepping down.
Well,
She needs to get ghost while she can, because they about to. It's gonna. They're gonna bring up criminal charges.
well, and what do they say? If you lie, you're still. If you steal, you kill. You
Right.
know, like if you're willing to do that in secret, what else are you willing to do? So
That's why they say don't do it.
yeah,
That's why they say don't
yeah.
do it. That's why they have an ethics code amongst lawyers, attorneys, judges. That's why they say just don't do it. In
It's a
fact,
bad look.
well,
Let's
not
be
only is it a bad
honest.
look, they take it serious to where they will disbar her. So
Yeah.
her career's over. It's over with. Even if, yeah, it's just they don't even want you like being accused of it. That's how
Well,
bad it is.
can she go back to being a lawyer or no?
No,
So all that is over with.
not in Georgia. Yeah, it's over with. She can go to another state. She can maybe go to Milwaukee or
Oh,
Chicago.
great. Yeah, send her
Yeah,
here, right?
right. Yeah, but it's Georgia. No, she can't. She can't practice no more.
Well, I mean, I guess if it was worth it to her, which it probably wasn't, you know.
Right. And what's the likelihood, let's say she gets, when she gets disbarred here, that any other state will take her? Hell, a blue state might take her, but red states ain't going to take her. Anywhere it's a red state where they're pro-Trump, they're not taking her. Because this is a black eye. Yeah, you
Yeah.
trying to take out Donald Trump? Oh, yes. Ooh,
Well, and then running on that alone, you know.
yeah,
You elect me, I'm gonna get him. Like, come
right.
on, man.
Right. Well, they might take her up in New York because New York, they crazy up in New York, man. That's where they got Letitia James and Engeron and those crazy people. So she might can get a job up there, like I said, in the blue state. But
Well, now, it's like everybody that is from, that area in New York. Um, I just heard something today about I think 5 teens getting shot in the subway today in New York City.
was it migrant related or it was just regular crime?
I don't know. That's a good question. I
That
didn't.
is a good question because if it's a migrant related, they gonna stay on that. I mean, New York already has bad crime as it is, and then you got the migrants on top of it. Because I don't know if you heard about those 4 guys that jumped the police officers.
Yep.
Yeah, they not gonna let that go.
And then when
They
they
not.
got out, they were so
Yeah,
disrespectful.
yeah, they were flipping
Talking about no
the.
English. Fuck you.
Yep.
Who the fuck are you? Somebody should have kicked their ass right there. Like, we don't do that here.
Yeah,
Got
but
tattoos
Biden.
all on the neck.
Yeah, but Biden protects them though. So if they would have got jumped, what I'm saying, Biden protects them. It's just like Biden protects the immigrants coming across Texas. Like, Biden is like purposely working against Texas and the states that support Texas. So, like I said, man, it's gonna be a landslide for Trump, man, because it's like, and let me say this. Let me say this for the record, because people always get this confused. It's not even about Biden, Kelly. It's about the Democrats. The Democrats allowed this to happen. The
Well,
Democrats.
I don't
So
know about a landslide though, because I know people. I get nervous. I know people that are still willing to vote
and
blue.
that's fine. It ain't gonna be enough. They're not gonna have enough to cheat with, and they're not gonna have enough people to go against Trump. It's so if you look at every swing state, the lowest margin is Pennsylvania. And I think Trump is up by +3. But when I say landslide, I mean he's up in every swing state.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the polls lately.
Okay. Yeah, if you look at the polls, yeah, Trump is ahead in every swing state, like every single swing state, with every
Wow.
single poll except for the what's that one that's pro Biden? I forgot that one. It's one poll out there that's holding on for dear life, but the rest of the polls, even CNN and NBC, they got Trump winning in every swing state. That's a landslide. But
I saw something with Rosie O'Donnell pissed off about Trump showing up at the UFC to support, what is that guy's name? Chris. I don't know. He's got a crazy last name. But
okay.
anyway, she was like, "Oh, I just want to like either punch him or slap him." Something she said, and I'm like, it would be, a bull dagger like you that thinks you're gonna run around and smack the shit out of a UFC champion. Like,
Oh,
get out of here.
yeah, man. People
Like,
just
they say the craziest thing, and then Roseanne was snapping. I love her. She's
mhm.
like, I can't effing take it anymore. They're so effing stupid.
Yeah, yep.
I don't know. It's funny now how the pressure is on and people want answers. Like if
Yeah, they
you
do.
stuck your neck out to throw your weight behind a presidential candidate, right?
Yep. Hmm.
Now people are like, wait a minute, you told us to vote for XYZ, and now you're switching it all up.
But that's why people need to listen and just do their own research, man. Stop listening to celebrities and just do your own research because
Yeah, I don't like that either, but
yeah,
people, they
man.
got weight. They do have weight in swaying
How,
people,
how do how do celebrities first of all, so a
because
celebrity
people
makes you an expert on politics?
no, not at all. But people
Okay.
follow them. So they
I
look at
get it.
these people as like gods, and whatever they say goes. Like Taylor Swift has her own cult of quote unquote Swifties. You know what I mean?
No, I got what you're saying. And I was going to ask you about Taylor Swift. I don't even know who Taylor Swift is. So, you know what I'm saying? I know who Snoop
She's
Dogg is. I know she's a singer, but I mean, that's all I
nobody.
know.
She's nobody special to me.
Right,
But
right.
she's somebody to these people, these younger people.
Okay.
She's the girl that Kanye, when she got that award, Kanye
Right.
came up and stepped in front of her.
Snatch. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that part. I just don't like.
And now she's dating Kelsey, right? Who now this is his second Super Bowl win. So he's got a little bit of weight behind him too,
Okay. Okay.
And they said something about they were gonna push her to support Biden.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't even think it's gonna be Biden. I think at this point, um, they got to be leaning towards Newsom because they changed the law
Right.
and to make it to where they could enter a candidate, right?
Right. Yeah.
Super
Yep.
late
That's
in the
right.
game.
Yep.
So they still got time.
Yeah, I think it will be Newsom. I think it will be Newsom. But even if Newsom they pop him in, he still ain't gonna beat Trump. He still ain't
I
gonna
don't
beat.
know how he could. Most people don't even see people that are voting um, blue that I know don't follow politics. They didn't even know about a Tucker Putin interview.
Right. Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
like where is your head at, in the sand? Like, yeah, I'll sit and watch CNN, or you don't watch nothing, or what are you doing?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Well, that's a typical Democrat. That's a typical Democrat. But you know, I don't think it's gonna be enough because you got too many. Like the Trump. Like I said, the whole C-19 because I can't sit on YouTube. They changed the rules. Well, now those rules are pushed back. We're not going to have any type of disease or whatever to throw things off. And even if people are going to buck, so they're not going to use that. So that's why they got to try to lock Trump up. That's been delayed. So
Okay,
it's like,
yeah,
yeah,
let's brief that real quick. I always
okay,
wonder about that, but people keep saying, "Oh, that's going to be pushed out too far." Well,
yeah.
why couldn't they expedite it if they wanted to?
No, Jack Smith is trying to expedite it,
Yeah, right. So if he
right?
can make that happen, you
Well,
know,
the only thing about that, Kelly, is that all Trump has to do, and Trump is going to do, is uh, so actually, I'm glad you said that. Jack Smith shot himself in the foot because he wanted to bypass the Court of Appeals and go straight to the Supreme Court. So now the Supreme Court, because he wanted to know if President Trump had immunity. Jack Smith, who was the prosecutor, wanted to goddamn uh, take it to the
okay.
Supreme Court because once you go to the Supreme Court, they're going to take their time with it.
Well, yeah, and once you get to the Supreme Court, I think it's
Yeah.
over with. Like,
Right. And you do know that they took, Trump was on the docket. They took Trump off the docket. You do know that, right?
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had him, yeah, they took him off.
Really
Yeah, they took him off the docket. Yep. Let me see if I can.
interesting. When did they do that?
They did that last week.
So what does that mean? That it's
That
delayed
means
until future notice or what?
yeah, that's exactly what you just said.
Okay. So it could get to a point to where it could get pushed out. I know this is what other people are saying. Pushed out so far that he could win and then pardon himself.
Yes,
Is that plausible?
that is correct.
Well, and I hope they know and he doesn't talk about it, but I hope they know that one of them things within that first day, he's going to pardon them J6ers too. They're coming home.
Well, yeah,
So
they know that. That's why that's why Jack Smith was trying to rush it. However, Jack Smith shot himself in the foot, and really, Fani Willis was their last hope to get him convicted before the election. That was their last hope, and Fani Willis now is going to be tied up with the
I
House
know they want to
Judiciary.
choke slam that broad. I know they're pissed the fuck off.
I mean, again, they should have vetted her. They should have vetted her. They should have goddamn, they were so trying to get Trump locked up that they didn't think about, well, damn, is she straight? Because
And
Georgia's corrupt.
remember when Trump was saying that she was fucking some gangster or something,
Yeah, I
some
remember
gang.
that. Yeah, Big Nut. Yeah, Big Nut.
There's got to be some truth to that because why would
Oh, yeah,
Trump be saying that? So at that point, he said that a long time ago. At that
that's right.
point, that should have told people that he had somebody on her already, and
You got a
maybe
good
not.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe not in that regard, but he had a beeline to what this broad was doing.
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So what made her think when he came out with that? That should have told her right there.
Well, not only that, she should have never went after Mike Roman too. Mike Roman is one of the head prosecutors, so he knows the game and federal prosecutors. So Mike Roman's a former prosecutor himself.
Well, he got in trouble for what she did, right? Didn't he get in trouble for the same thing she did, or she called him out on that? Or
Michael
am I
Roman?
thinking of somebody else? Maybe
No,
I'm
you think
thinking
about
of
somebody.
somebody
I think
else.
you might be talking about Giuliani. I think. No, you talking about somebody. No, Michael Roman. No,
No, so who was the person that was sleeping with his employee prior to her?
Oh, you talking about that's Paul Howard.
Paul Howard.
Yeah,
Okay.
Paul Howard. Yeah, that's the DA that was before Fani Willis.
Okay, see
Yeah.
that's crazy how that works. It's hard for me to keep up with all these
Yeah,
people
but
though.
see, but that's the thing. Everybody in Georgia is corrupt. That's why I was just like, what the hell? Why would yeah, everybody in Georgia is corrupt.
Well, I mean, I hate saying it, but that's why I say that about MTG, okay? And I'm not saying that she's necessarily quote unquote corrupt. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying I know a little bit too much about her to really kind of like her a little bit, like her too much.
Well, she, um, I'm gonna say this, but I meant to say Democrats are corrupt. As far as Marjorie Taylor Greene, you know, she's on the right side of history.
I
So I
mean,
get,
let's put it this way: nobody's perfect, nobody's squeaky clean. Everybody has a past, and it is what it is.
yeah, but don't be using federal tax. See
No,
that
yeah,
that's
for
the thing
sure,
when
for
people
sure.
go
She's got her
wrong.
own money anyway. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, but don't be using tax. Fannie Willis is using federal and state tax dollars allegedly.
My only hope, yeah, allegedly. My only hope is that
Oh, they got the goods. I'm just saying allegedly just because of YouTube, but they got the goods. Trust me. I already know. They got mountains and mountains and mountains of stuff against Fannie. Why do you think she came out so quick and said, "Okay, I'm having an affair with Wade"? Because they just showed her that little bit, and they're thinking to herself, "Okay, bitch, do you want to goddamn quit or what?" And she was gonna keep going. They're like, "Okay,
well,
because we
she's
got more
goofy.
stuff." Yeah, she
Cause
goofy.
even that dude told her that she should just fall back, bow out,
Right.
take a break, do what you gotta do, whatever, get out.
Yeah.
That was the smartest advice that I that's what I would do. I mean, if you're guilty, you're guilty. What is the point of trying to fight it? I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But I do wish that when it comes to, when they go to Congress and people are talking, some of them women are so rude and vocal. And it's like I feel like they get so much time. Like, why don't some of you cut them broads off? Like, don't be scared of them. They ain't in a better position than you, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. Everything in the dark comes to the light.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely anxious for tomorrow when we find out who these whistleblowers and how many. I'm guessing they got at least four of them,
Now,
and
is that
four.
going to be public or will
Yeah,
just
yeah, it's
okay?
all. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? Let me. In fact, today's hearing. Did you see today's hearing?
No,
It was
I mean I seen it pop up, but I didn't watch.
it's that same site I gave to you last time.
Okay,
It's
okay,
it's, it's yeah that they be airing, yeah, they be showing everything, so they will most likely show it. So if you're subscribed to that, I think it's called Five Alive or Five Atlanta something.
yeah, I'm
Atlanta
sub to
News
that.
First.
Also,
Yeah.
PBS does it too. I think I'm also
Okay.
subscribed to them.
Okay. Yeah, they'll air the whole thing. Yeah, like I watched it right before I got on. I watched it for a whole hour, and I was like, okay. And yeah, the judge like deny all the motions to try to quash the evidentiary hearing, man. It was all in Trump's favor. I was like, dang. I was like, okay. Yeah, they got, yeah. And then Trump's lawyer was there in the audience, of course. So and then he said he wanted to talk to the judge. They got Fanny, man. They got her. They got her. So it's
Well,
okay.
I would like to see a point where Trump can, he seems cool as a cucumber, but I would like to see it get to a point where he can, rest a little bit easier, you know? And some people will say, "Oh, he's fine," but that wears on anybody. It plays a role in your relationship with your wife, your kids. He's
Right.
constantly all over the place.
Yeah, but
I
Trump
just
is a fighter, though. What the one thing about Trump, man, if you bring the fight to him, he'll fight you, man. So that's what I like. What I read, I've read like three of his books, and he's been doing that all his life. He's been
yeah,
fighting
he
all his
outright
life.
says
So
if I
yeah.
had to do it again, I'd do it again. I don't have no
Mhm.
regrets.
Yeah, yeah, he's been fighting even during the late '70s, early '80s. He was fighting, man. So this is like him going back and forth to court is nothing. That's why he's able to do it because even back in the day, a lot of people don't know he was going through a lot of court stuff all the way up all through the '80s and '90s. He was doing a lot of court stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which was mostly like real estate, but still he understands the game, understands getting sued, understands getting accused of something he didn't do. So he's used to it. You know what I'm saying? But I agree that, but I think this makes him a better president because, when you face people like Putin and Xi Jinping and Benjamin Netanyahu and Prince Soleimani, you need to be kind of tough. So yeah, Trump is the perfect Kim Jong-un. Yeah, you need to be tough.
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
And are people totally like forget like I guess they didn't listen to it or they don't care, but I mean, why how can Putin tell you that he's been looking for peace for 18 months
right.
and it's been a no-go and you don't want to hold anyone accountable? Like, oh, no big deal. Nope,
Yeah.
they're not guilty.
Well,
Whatever. But
Putin spilled the beans. He spilled all the beans, man. That's why I said that was a very good interview, and that's why they trying to demonize Tucker Carlson for having because it was like nothing but truth came out. Man, Putin was telling the truth. He was telling the truth, man. Everything that he was not lying about nothing that he said. That's why he did that little history lesson, which I thought was kind of boring, but it was necessary. And I see now why he did it because he showed how America did not honor their deals constantly. Poland
I
didn't
was
honor their deals.
confused like a mofo through that history lesson. Like, wait, we're in the 1600s, we're in the
Right.
1800s.
He was just showing that, yeah, people like never honored their deals with Russia. He went way back and all the way up to now, showing how Russia always honored their side of the deal. And he's
right, for
right.
sure. Yep.
Even World War II, we did not, you know what I'm saying? Even with Hitler and hell, Churchill, goddamn FDR, like he showed, even with Stalin, he showed that, man, Russia always honored their deal. Always.
Yep. Yep, for
Even during
sure.
Stalin, they honored the deal. So I was like, damn, Putin, that's why he did that. But no, I agree. I was like, damn, what is Putin doing? But he had a method to his madness. And like I said, it all tied together. And he showed he was just making his case. That's what he was doing.
Right.
People were like, what the hell is he doing? And even I was like scratching my head. But then
Yeah.
I watched it again. I was like, oh, that's what he was doing. He was showing the case where Russia honored their deal,
Yep.
but
Yep.
they're looked at as the bad guy.
Well, I guess if people don't take the time to watch, that's on them. But well,
Right.
thanks for telling me, Blackston. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get ready and go. But I'll be watching tomorrow then if
Oh
that's
yeah,
what's gonna
tomorrow
happen.
yeah, as soon as yeah, I'm gonna find out who these because trust me, it's gonna be big news because we want to know who these whistleblowers are because they're
Yeah.
currently working for Fani Willis.
Yeah, that'd
So
be interesting.
that's
So
gonna be yeah, it's gonna blow it out of the water. If she don't quit after they testify, I don't know what to say after that because, like I said,
right.
these people work for you, so they know the books, they know all that. So yeah, stay tuned tomorrow. And like I said, I'm gonna come on here tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell who the damn whistleblowers are.
Perfect. All right,
Yes.
I'll holler at you tomorrow then. Have a good
All
night.
right.
All
You
right,
too, Jim.
thanks. Bye
All
bye.
right, peace. All right, y'all. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna reveal who those whistleblowers are in the Senate. So with that being said, shout out to Ultra Madrid Patriot, shout out to Twin, shout out to Kelly Ray, and shout out to everybody. It was another guy that I started to stream earlier. It didn't have my audio. I was trying to stream it directly from YouTube, but apparently I don't know what's going on. So I gotta do the 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 StreamYard thing. So it is what it is. All right, with that being said, man, we out, y'all. Peace.